Hello, good morning. Okay, 10 minutes to the open. I did take a wonderful short this morning. Let me see if it shows. It doesn't show. Let me see if it shows as a marking. Was it this one? All right. Sorry. Okay, so I took this one. I took this one very early I thought the 4 a.m. push would complete the move of the 4-hour candle. I can show you. So I've been experimenting with It's been a long time. I've been playing the expansion, the let's say 2 to 6 4-hour expansion. So after 3:30, 4 a.m. generally the candle has this expansive move, the 4-hour candle that we close at 6 a.m. If you look here, the candle had closed with this doji candle on the low side, and it seemed to me, if I squinted hard enough, it seemed to me that we would continue short. So we had a down close candle, an indecisive candle that closed on, that opened and closed close to the close of the other one. So it seemed momentum. Also the previous candle of this one was very bearish. So we did have quite an impulsive move to the upside, and we took Asia high. That's what's called the Judas swing. So the first part of the London preparation is to take some liquidity onto the upside and then expand to the downside, which is what we did. So after the strong reaction to taking Asia high, and a very V-shaped reaction, I thought, okay, I know what's happening. We are going to take Asia low and probably go down. Now, there were quite a few strong bounces on this. So my original target was 472 because of a projection of the candles. A friend of mine has built a model based on the closes of the 2 to 3 1-hour candle and the first half an hour after that. And so my target was this one, 472. And I had a runner running until this. Then of course I got trailed because can't keep a position open for the life of me. But I was happy. I did take this. I think I even closed it a bit lower. I was most interested in taking a 2 to 1. I entered here. I could have entered in much better places on the 10-second chart around this side, and I did add contracts here. So with half risk, I could have entered. All in all, I was happy about my one trade for London, and yeah, off we go into the sunset. So then I am back at the charts just 10 minutes ago. And I'm trying to form bias for the open, bias for the continuation of the session. We don't need all these 4 candles. This candle, the 4-hour candle that you see here, is going to close at 10. Is it reasonable to expect that it's going to close above this close? Is it reasonable to expect that at 10 a.m. we're going to be above here. If we would, then there's still hope for a bullish AM session. If we get close to it, maybe even if this becomes a doji or a very long wick and we close here but don't close above. Also, it's possible that we're gonna have but the main message I'm going to give you is that this looks like bearish continuation, and that's going to be the end of it. That will mean that we will try to reach previous day low at least. There's quite some points to get there, and there's a huge level of liquidity, an important level here. This, by the way, is one of those points that there's some liquidity. There is some liquidity, and we're marking that there's an origin. Yeah, there's an origin because we had a few swings. Let me remove the origins right now. I am keeping an eye on multiple time frames, the 1 hour time frame. The 9 AM candle is interesting because it didn't do a body close. The 9 AM 1 hour candle close. 12 minutes, incredibly bearish. Let's check what ES is doing. Bearish all around. Daily candle seems to be on a reasonable bearish move as well. So we knew it would be a reaction. 926. Question you always have to ask yourself, did the pre-open build enough liquidity levels that are clean and easy to see that we could just come and take all those orders? I do see some here. It's very nice and tidy. There is a sort of a trend line formed around here, but we did make a manipulation move to move down. We did do a tap into this SNDR, not a double tap. Something to keep in mind. If you consider that this is a major break, then this last downswing would be sort of an area responsible for breaking this level, right? If that's the case, yeah, is it the last downswing? Yeah, you can imagine this is the last downswing before breaking above this high, which is relevant. We came back and did the first touch, second touch, and now continuation. Now we're back, and we have to see if price has the strength to do, basically, we did a first touch, but was very immediate. Second touch, double bottom reversal. Those are the most explosive, by the way, of reversals. This happened Tuesday at the end of the lunch break. I had some, I don't know if I tweeted about it, but I shared this for sure with with friends. So double bottom reversal inside an SNDR when a liquidity point important is taken, and there's an explosion. And check out the number of points of this thing. Amazing, 160 points. Yeah, these are the setups to dream of, huh? To live for. Now, we are 1 minute before the open. Is this a similar situation? We came down to this level. Do we have the strength to dart back up? Is this the liquidity needed, the orders needed for price to come back up and continue bullish? I don't think I'm taking a trade at this open. We'll see what happens. There is a sort of a ceiling built. That would mean that we're going there. And right. Yes. It's bad when you take it and it's wrong, and it's bad when you don't take it and you just called it, whatever you do. This makes sense. The rest in orders, people hoping for a quick short. It gives fuel to the market. Market makers and huge conglomerates need a counterpart to build their positions. So there's buy stops. So people want to sell, need buyers. The buyers are up here. Price comes, gets the buyers, and then can continue down. Where are we going if we go down? Well, the next target would be this area. Ideally the previous day low, but we could stop anywhere. It's a quick move at the open. Take these orders and go. Right. Wonderful. How are we going to go now? The right side. Remember, there's also institutional orders that had the strength to push this price up 160 points. So, yeah, we have to see what's the intention of the market or the algos, however you want to call them. Waiting for things to clarify. As I said, if we can close the 10 a.m. candle up here, then this is going to become a 4-hour with a small body, long wick, and a possible look for an inversion for the AM session. Yeah, it's one of the options. How many points would this be? Closing here is 65 points. We've been moving quite some points from during this open. We have been moving some 50 points. The average candle in the past hour has increased. This morning during London was 4. The average candle during London was 4 points, and now we are up to 7.2 points. It's the open, so volatility is increasing. That makes sense. But also this means that the size of our stops should cater for slightly wider moves, which we do, you know, we always do that. Okay. We're still within the opening wicks. If this was a news day, you would call them data high and data low. Until we break out of these two sides, we are in a range. And it can get tricky. I don't even want to go down to the lower time frame, though sometimes it provides clarity. I want to see what's happening. Okay, let's see what's happening. And we're waiting. Oh, there's SMT. Let me mark it for you. There is divergence between is there. No SMT for now. Sorry, I misspoke. .6 minutes and we haven't taken a specific direction. Let me move this one here. Slightly different style of annotation and makes it a bit more readable. I've been updating a little bit. Today I released a video on some updates on the indicator that you can mark now double taps on origins, not only on SNDRs. I'm sorry, I can't wake up. I made myself a coffee, but I can't wake up. We're still inside this range. Do not get caught up in this battle for initial direction of the AM session. You can, if you are daring, trade this range. Is it possible there is much higher probabilities opportunities just half an hour away? I guarantee you. So you can see what's going to happen and act on it, and then more power to you. Sometimes I do. Right now, I'm just waiting. We are bound between the opening minute range that's been created. We have tapped twice this area responsible for breaking this. Tapped it twice, came back down. Now there's this level should be ideally protected until you go close above here. The don't need the valid highs and valid lows. We are watching the chop, and it's not like we're going to act on anything that happens now. So I would say 20 minutes have passed. We watched the open. We did comment a little bit. I don't have a strong, apart from looking at the 4-hour candle that looks very bearish right now. I want to see what happens if we can close above here, if you remember. And if we can't, want to put some eyes here, like we say, right? So we want to see what happens at 10 a.m. if we can close or get very close to this. Then we might consider a long. Yeah, it is happening. We're going up. We're close to the double tap. Oh, that's interesting, actually. Tap, double tap. We can see what happens if we manage to tap here and what reaction we do have. In classic form, so this is a 5-second chart, so you can't really use it and rely on the mechanics of market structure, but if this is a bearish break, if you do a double tap, you would expect that it could even continue to the downside up to this point, right? So high resistance, get some buy stops, double tap into this area, which is the origin or the SNDR before this break, and dump. Otherwise, also possible, push up. On the daily, this can absolutely be a candle where we go down up to 300. Yeah, we can take that straight trend line that's been building for the past few days and go back to 20,320. Possible. We let the price do its thing, and when there's a situation where there's clarity about the next 10, 20, 30, 40 points, then we enter. The more flexible we can be, the easier it is to take advantage of the opportunity that will come. Sometimes I get stuck in a bias. I only want to take longs. Even when there's hammers hitting me in the head, telling me everything is short now, I'm sorry. Being contrarian sometimes is what you need, because you need to have conviction to have great entries, great risk to reward entries. But it's a delicate balance between being very clear and transparent that we're going in that direction and still being stubborn and not wanting to see it. And that's the skill that us as traders, we as traders need to develop. Be stubborn at the right time. Interesting challenge. All right, nothing is happening. 9:43. I would say let's wait 10 minutes. I'll pause this for now, and we'll be back when there's something to talk about. Thank you. Almost 10 a.m. We're still in that range. I set 2 alerts for the range. The 2 ranges, we're still waiting. Where my eyes are on this high. My eyes are on that. So 473, which was, by the way, my target. My target for this morning short was 473. Interesting enough. So I see SMT indication that there is some accumulation on between let's say this SMT. We're still in this range, which was created at 9:13. These wicks trending up. We're close to how are we marking the zones? Okay, there's some chop. We're in the 5-second chart. Fair. Look at this. This probably is not treating very well. A lot of traders have been probably caught into this, and we have to wait for a breakout of this to 10 a.m. happened. We were expecting if price had to be bullish, we wanted to see it get close to 473 to give us a hint that will be bullish. This did not happen. Did not happen. So now it's 10. Now it's 10. I don't need these alerts anymore because I am at the chart. So we'll remove the alerts at least. We still want to keep an eye on what's happening. So the previous 4-hour candle now closed very bearish. It's pretty likely we're going to go down now. At least one more pass, and then we'll see if it's a continuation or we want to reverse. Right now, it's a down move. Okay. No pressure. No FOMO. Possible direction, previous day low at 360. It does sort of make sense. There's many places where price could give us a reaction before previous day low. I'm checking ES, how far it is back it is there. Who's ahead between ES and Q, because gauging that their differences sometimes gives us a clue about what's going to happen. Okay. Let's try to breathe in what's happening without indicators. All right. So 4-hour candle right now looks like a major breakdown. Major breakdown. Let's just take it all in without any filter. Okay. Okay. Okay, made us think about what was going to happen. Try to do a double tap here like we were talking about. And probably now we're going down to previous day low. Alright. I can't say I anticipated all the moves. That would not be honest. I did say we would come back up here at the open, and we did. And then we started to chop, accumulate orders for the next move. Now, let's keep a close eye on what ES is doing. All right. I'm just developing my eye. I had already drawn this, to be honest. Just drawing my eye on the range between previous day high to previous day low. At one point at 3:30, London open. We did a manipulation at the optimal trade entry, so 70% of the range, and continuation downside. So move up, down, up, come back to the optimal trade entry, and go. Now we are around the 70%. All right, we've been trying to get these levels for a while. We've been close a few times. There's a few, so this is the last one of these, but if you go back a little bit in a different time frame, you see there's quite a few levels from the 21st of October, 22nd, 17th. So we have now, that was quite a move. It's a bit of a pity not having participated in it. It's 90 points. Okay. For hour does look, 4-hour candle. Well, in hindsight, this all makes sense. So if you see, here there was this dodgy candle where I took the short till 472. 472. We dilly-dallied and we came back a little bit up above this level and now continued to the downside. All perfect sense. strong bearish move, some retracements, some fractal adjustments, and now we are at previous day low. Okay, well, opportunities are always around the corner. Let's see what happens once we hit a major liquidity pool like a previous day low. We need to see what happens. Are we gonna continue to the downside, or are we gonna reverse? Does it look like a market maker model? Every time there is a consolidation, that's somewhere somebody engineered accumulation of orders to make money and start accumulating and coming back. Basically, it's a way to adjust huge sizes, huge position sizes, accumulation, make money on the short, dump everything, start accumulating at the lower average price. This is for, you know, huge entities that basically can move an index. So it's not us. It might not even be an aggregate of indices, might even be just a market making algorithm, as some famous trader, famous educator and trader says. And my mouse stopped working. Okay. 10:07. Let's see if we can see. We know we just pierced previous day low. All right. Let me just mark it for you, for your this previous day low. Some beeps. Previous day low. Yeah, apologies for the beeps. Some people are very excited about the upcoming release of my indicator. My indicator will make people profitable. I just want to make sure you guys understand. Profitability comes from finding some inefficiency or some model, some edge in the market, and exploiting it in a way that's very, very, very ruthless and disciplined, not by some indicator. But indicators can be amazing to form a good, a good feeling for market movements. And I am proud of what I built, and I use it, as you see me all the time. So I use it all the time myself. Sometimes you really need to just get a feeling for the raw price action by yourself. We're looking at the raw, pure, unadulterated 5-second chart. We know that we have breached previous day low. Yeah. So and we're now waiting for a reaction. Sometimes the previous day low is the it's the point where everything turns back. The close of 10 a.m. is very bearish. Do I see a reversal from here? I don't know if it makes sense, but I want to draw some lines. For example, the last 4 hour candle is closed here, so we can call this H4 close. We could let my indicator market, you know. We said limited, minimalistic markings. We do have a flip here, right? So we violated the high of a zone. So we did flip, we did close above. What's the area that pushed up this SNDR? So we came down to it and we did a double tap, or a double tap into this area. We touched it gently, reached 50%, continued. Does this look like a market maker model? And we will return to this area, let's say. It does look like it, like one. Okay, here's the double top. This could be a good opportunity for a long if we had a strong reaction below this. This is actually an area where you could long. So it's 10.16. Let's try to wait for 10.30 before entering a trade, because 10:30 is a critical time where a lot of people wait, a lot of entities, a lot of mechanics, a lot of bots, a lot of algos, a lot of models wait for 10:30 to clarify the next move. What's interesting is that we could not close a body. So if you look at this on the 1 minute, I'll show you. We could not close the body below the previous day low. That's very nice. It's a clear indication that maybe we're not continuing down to the downside yet. Okay, we're trying to look at pure price. Pure price on 5 seconds. So market structure. We can keep this one just open, maybe with the. Is it gonna make it messy? Blech. Very messy. I just wanted to see the valid highs and valid lows. Small tweaks, small tweaks. See. We're waiting for 10:30. I would like to try not to take anything before. Maybe 10:25, 10:28 would make sense. This looks like, you know, fail to do the double tap moving up. Is there SMT? Okay, I'm keeping a close watch on ES. I like that ES is basically forming an SMT. This is not there yet like this, but it's close. It's close. Yes is almost taking again the previously low and doing a continuation. Okay, this is nice for me that we didn't take anything and waited, because we now broke the SNDR, broke this zone. So we can see when this happens, ooh, there is SMT now. So now yes has taken this low. It's a strong indication that yeah, we might be long now. Shall we do it?
Order filled.
How many minutes? Am I a bit early? I unfortunately entered with the wrong size. Let me see if I can reduce it. I guess not.
Order filled.
I already sold part of the position because I have to take profit when I can. I already made yeah, $300 plus. We're still in. I'll show you the position. Was a quick in and out. I saw immediately that this was the SMT, so I apologize that I acted so quick. This was a fantastic read. Okay, I entered at 385.
Order filled.
Okay, now I got stopped with the rest, so I'm up 300. And we have a decision to make. I'll show you what I took. I'm happy about this. Made 300. Maybe now we're going down. Well, I'm done on this account. So just reading pure price, huh? 85. That's what I did. I did enter like this, and I closed it at 400. Okay, 15 points. 15 points. I did close immediately. Now the reaction, so there is a huge SMT, right? That means NQ is giving signals that he wants to reverse, while ES has done the sweep. If ES has done the sweep, NQ has the permission to keep going up without doing the sweep. I show you that this was a real trade. Let's see. Snap. This is a real trade. Right. That's what it is. As soon as I saw previous day low and reaction and coming back, I entered here, sold there. Right. And then this got stopped all with the trail after fees. Okay. Now we still have to decide where do we see each other at. Where do we see each other at 10:30? Yeah. I entered with 15 micros, which in a moment of high volatility, the ATR is what's happening here? ATR is a little bit big now at 13 points. So that means the average candle after the open has increased. So one single candle in a queue past hour on average has been 13 points. That means your 10-point stop might not be enough. Might not be enough. So I have all both funded accounts that I'm working on today are now positive. I could work through some of the other ones or the evaluations. No, we have the, I would say, the freedom to now only take super A+ setups. Okay. ES is going down again. Let's see the reaction of NQ. $10.26. Are we counter trend? The long I took, was it the miracle that we're waiting for? Let's see. Okay, this might be the real long. Does it make sense to go? Maybe. Let's go small.
Order filled.
Go small because so what would be the target, right? The target would be, well, the original consolidation, right? We already said it. Okay, I mean, small size. We could try to hold at 451. It's 10.27. I am risking half of what I gained in the previous trade. The question is the previous day low enough for us to push and revert the progress made by the previous 4-hour candle and change the trend? another 100 in profit. Okay, let me move it to break even. 10.28. I'm gonna use the trick that my friend Giovanni does, which is, well, be happy with my profit at the liquidity level, and if it comes back down, it comes back down, and if it pushes up, it pushes up.
Order filled.
Right. I had another 100, another scalp of 10 points to my profits of today. The second it wicked back, and then it pushed. Okay, was another good read. I show you my entry again. Disappointing always, huh? Okay, that's what it is. I entered a 9.4, closed it. I set my trail here, came back, and then went up 10 more points, actually 25. Okay, let me mark it. So we're waiting for this reaction. This also is a read based on also on the SMT, on the divergence with I entered late. I was caught off guard by the speed of this movement. Yeah, we got a piece. So very sad. Very sad. We were here. I was risking, you know, I actually entered with 15 points of stop with 5 contracts. So this would be a very nice trade. Okay, between me and you, we know we took TP, take profit here, right? TP. Just between me and you, don't tell anybody. Okay. All right. Allora. Okay. Second profit level. So we were patient. We waited. After 10.22 for price to give us an indication of the direction. Not the best entry, I gotta say. My entry was this one, right? This was the good entry. We did gauge that by order flow, we realized we probably were turning bullish. We came back to the origin of this move, this one, and we did a double bottom. It's good to know exactly where this thing happened, by the way. So I have so many annotations. Okay, so we did come, we did So the right entry was here. This is sort of a double bottom. Okay, I'm just pasting some in my diary. And friends, wait, Mark, this, okay, oh, this was the H4 close and an SNDR. And this is the original consolidation before the move down to the previous day low. So let's see if it provides any resistance. That doesn't. So we could have held. I would say I need to quickly close this. Oh, got a win in London, got 2 wins at proper time. Silver bullet 10 to 11 this day. It's a good day. It seems the 4-hour chart is inverting, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching.